Okay, so we are gonna start my dream life blueprint. This is from Daily Grind. Like I told you, I wanted to do a series so I can hold myself accountable. I will be putting the pictures up, the pages up here if you want to follow along. I don't know if you'll be able to see exactly what I'm going to be doing on here, and I'm going to be writing as we go. So to get started, we don't need our Daily Grind right now. I don't think we actually need it at all right now. So you can put that away. All we need is pen, some highlighters. Let me actually use these instead. Nah, let's use these. Yes, I just got some new ones. You know what? I think I have some. Oh, you know what? There's these fancy ones. Let's use these. I got my highlighters. Got that. Something to write with. I will be writing in blue this whole time. Hopefully y'all don't mind. But be writing in blue, unfortunately. Some people like blue, some people don't. But I'm one of those people that does like blue. And I'm just writing with a big 1.6 millimeter pen. Because I love these a lot. So let's get to it. All right, y'all. So let's get to this. I'm not the best reader that reads out loud. And I don't want to bore y'all with the whole beginning part of it. But I'll put a bigger version of this right here. So it says, of course, you'll believe this is the dream life, your dream life blueprint dedication. You believe in everything. You believed in everything I've ever taken on, any project, crazy ideas, or adventure. You were all in. Any project, crazy ideas, or adventure, you are all in. Anyway, you've always been the one person that never seems to worry about, never seemed worried about. I told you I can't read this shit out loud. I can read to myself. I've never been good at reading out loud, so this is gonna be a little struggle bus for y'all, okay? Y'all gonna be like, Dre, just shut the fuck up already. You have always been the one person that never seemed worried because you just believed in me that much. So this is the whole dedication. You can pause it if you want to read it. I'm not gonna go through it because it's just from Angie. If you're in her support thing, if you bought it from her, you're in a support. They have the best support group ever. I never thought it was going to be something into Daily Grind, but I did go into that rabbit hole, and y'all saw the haul earlier this week. So this is what this is now. Okay. So this is the work dream book. Over the years, I have purchased more workbooks. This is, I guess, from her, than ever I should. I've loved the concept of working through my thoughts and getting them done in one place. But here's the thing. With most workbooks, I've never made it past the first chapter, let alone the first page. I sometimes wonder if I was the problem. Maybe my goals weren't important enough for me yet. After countless unused workbooks and years of research, I decided to build my own. If you've ever felt like me, struggling to make it through a workbook, I assure you this one is different. I have finished the Know Your Worth workbook, and I can tell you this is why I have my newsletter and why I have my shop opening. Like, it did work. It was like a therapy session that made you, I haven't looked at it, but if it's like the first one, this is the first one, but if it's like the other one, yeah. So this is why I'm kind of working backwards now. So I want to get this done because I did the other one, but this one's a little bit more detailed, I'm assuming, because there's a lot more and there's no pages, so I'm writing in it. So you can just follow along with the notebook paper. If anything, if you need to, just follow along with the notebook. I'll have everything. I have the few pages pictured, and like I said, I put them right there for you. So I truly think that Dream Life Blueprint cracks the code on helping you uncover what truly matters to you. Here's why. This is not a journal, and it tells you what it is there. Of course, you can pause the video and read through that. This is not a planner. You can pause it and go through that. This is not a book. Of course, same thing. This is a workbook. So, like I said, you can pause it, go through all that. Table of contents. We will be going, I think I set myself a goal for 1 through 12. See if we can finish that. I don't want to keep you on the video that long. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this series going that long because I didn't ask permission to do this. This is not mine. I'm just, like I said, holding myself accountable. If you want to join in, I'm making it easier for you to go through it with me. And that's about it. So I don't know if they're going to report it. They didn't report it. If they're going to tell me to take it off or whatever. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to give it a shot. Personally, I think it would be promotion. I'm just growing. You know what I mean? I had to do all over again. Now, if I had my previous channel that was like 800 and something, okay, fine, I'd worry about it. But right now, I only have like 75 people. Come on now. So that's pretty good now. Anyway, which is actually a thing, you know, I'm 75 and it's less than a month or about a month. Yeah, it just turned a month. No, actually it didn't turn a month. It's only going to be a month next week, this week actually. And I have 76 subscribers to y'all. So thank y'all, all 76 of y'all. Thank you very much. Granted, I have a huge following on Instagram. We've talked about that already. And, you know, not everybody watches YouTube. Not everybody has time for it. So I'm not even whatever. I'm not that big, so I can't have like all across the platform. I can't have like wins across all platforms I touch. You know what I mean? I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a store. I'm not Walmart. I'm not anything like that. I'm just me. Here on YouTube, Planner Vida. On Instagram, I'm practicalplanswithrey. But that's about it. So the first chapter we're gonna go through, I'm not gonna focus on any of this. Like any of this, none of it. The only chapter we're focusing on, because of course you're gonna look at all this and you're gonna be like, what, there's 100? No, don't look at that or nothing. We are on chapter 1 and we are gonna be here on where are you really? Let's get honest about what your life currently looks like and what could be better. There's 100, we're going through 100. We're going through 1 through 25. We're only gonna do half of that, okay? Oh, we did this work. What is this workbook? So then right now, this is the other part. I'm excited. I'd love for you to pause for a second. For real, I want you to really take a moment for yourself before we start. Your life is about to change forever and for the better. Embrace the idea, take a few breaths, and allow yourself to soak it in. Perhaps even take notice of those butterflies you have because you are ready to make that change. When I did the first workbook, it happened. Like, that was for real. Like, I was so nervous. I was like, whatever, I'm not going to keep it. To me, it's basically like, I spend the money, I need to use it. You know what I mean? And as you saw previously in the haul, I did get me another packet for the Know Your Worth program because I do want to do it again on the 3rd quarter. So, and it says, you know deep down, this is it. So from the change, this is the moment, your line in the sand, the memory you'll look back years from now and think, that was when I made the shift. That was when it became clear. That was when I stopped waiting and started turning my dream into reality. So if you are truly being honest, this might be the first time you do something big for yourself and for your future. It might feel strange at first to focus on yourself as much as you're about to. After going through a few pages, it is fairly certain you'll be wondering why you haven't done this sooner. The truth is, you deserve the attention, you deserve the spotlight, you deserve this time to focus on yourself. And my gosh, you deserve the dream you want. So, the dream you badly desire. So now it's a time machine. So you see, we're already focused. We're already on page 3. So we're doing good right now. Y'all going to bed already? Sorry. So this is a time machine. So again, you can read this pretty much here, closer. Step into the future. Let's get clarity you'll achieve by completing your dream life blueprint. The vision, the actionable goals, the cut clear game plan. When you think about the end of this workbook, your future is moving forward. What you do, what you feel is the most of what you I can't fucking talk. I can't read. Do what you feel the most excited for. Okay. So this is gonna be the first part you're gonna write on. I do have this page there for you. So let's work on that real quick. While you pause it, I'll be writing and then we'll go through that. If you want to, or you wanna go through it, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let me just read through this real quick. I have completed my dream book, my dream life book. I have completed my dream life blueprint. It took me blank days. Okay, I haven't done this yet. I feel blank. I have the clarity about. Now I'm, okay, so this is, I guess, not supposed to be whatever. Typically takes 1 to 10 days. Okay, so step into your future. So it says 1 to 10 days. So today is we're gonna be doing this once a month. I mean, once a week, a few pages at a time. It says 10 days. I don't even wanna put the date on there. So let's step into, like I said, step into the future, think about what you're gonna do, think about. Let's not put a date. And if you're gonna be working with it with me, then we'll get the date when we're done with it, because it'll be, you know, we'll take it from there. But it says typically takes 1 to 10 days. Like, girl, who finishes all this in 1 day? I guess it's doable, but god damn, that's all you're doing for a whole day. I can't do that. Okay, so I'm gonna use my comparison to the Know Your Worth program, the way I felt. So the way I feel, how do you feel after you complete this? So for the first one, I feel great. I feel like anything can be completed with the right mindset. I did mess up right there, so. We're human, we mess up, it's fine. I have more clarity about, I'm gonna put my struggles that I have. So I'm gonna put my money struggles, which is like budget. My work and fitness I would say lifestyle, maybe. When I think when I think about my goals, I am sure to get them done. No one will stop me. My future is to be free and independent. Emotionally. I'm gonna sign it, and I'm not gonna date it. I'm gonna put 2025. Okay, so that's the first thing that we're gonna do. Next page is page 4. So see, we're moving pretty fast on this, I think. Workbook. This workbook is for you if you have big goals, if you aren't sure how to start, where to start, you are feeling lost in life, you are lacking motivation. So of course, like I said, if you want to, you can read the rest of this. It would be there, and we can move on. That way I'm not gonna keep you on forever. The truth is, I originally built this blue book the blueprint for myself. I knew what changes were coming in my life, and I wanted these big shifts to start happening right away. I had big goals, but I wasn't super clear on them. I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted more, but wasn't sure what more was. I was excited to get started, but didn't know how to. Same thing I'm at right now. Like, I'm doing stuff and I'm doing, and you know what? I'm just doing it as it goes. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then, you know, it's a learning. I'm learning from my mistake, basically, but I'm not going to be hard on myself. So it's, of course, paper. You need the paper, of course. Some markers. It says those are my outliners, highlighters, paper clips, stuff like that. Okay. And she tells you what she did right there with all that to get clarity on what you're going to need. So you will need something like that. So next page. So these are some rules that we're gonna go through, okay, y'all? Like, we're gonna go through this for real. I want you to be for real with me. We're doing this. Y'all see that I'm going with it with y'all. So we can be accountable ourselves. We can hold ourselves accountable and all that, okay? So just like our daily planner, the workbook is meant to be used from cover to cover. Speaking from experience, the only way that you will be able to enjoy the greatest breakthrough is by setting yourself up for success. Let's lay some ground rules for designing your blueprint and navigating through this workbook. Number 1, no fluff, no sugarcoating, no bullshit. I know Andrew would probably be no BS, but sorry, I'm just saying it, no bullshit. One of my very first fitness programs I have ever completed began with a fit test. The instructor always said the same thing and stuck with me. If you cheat, you're only cheating yourself. Do your best to be as honest with yourself as possible in your notes and give yourself that gift. Rule number 2, no naysaying or negativity. Believe in yourself and what you are capable of. Goals are accomplished twice, once in your mind and once again in real life. Ooh, that was hard. And I like that though. No one ever sees what you write in your journal, so play full out. Number 3, no one is perfect. Leave room. Okay, so like I said, I made a mistake. Oh well, we can go from there. It's not gonna kill me. If you score everything in your life at a 10 out of 10, that means everything must be perfect. Always leave room for growth. That's how we learn. What this blueprint can do for you and for your future is unbelievable. But none of it will matter if you go into this with a wrong mindset. Be honest, be positive, give yourself grace, and leave room for growth. Okay. It's all about to change. Doing this thing is not gonna make you go from one day to the next. We're completely up and we're millionaires. Okay, man, like, it's not gonna happen like that. So don't think that. This is just, it's gonna get you in the right position. It's gonna get you in the right thing. If you have that motivation in yourself, you have that set, like that mindset that you wanna do something, then yeah, you're gonna do something. You know what I mean? But if you don't, then, it's just, you can do it for fun if you want, but why would you do a book for fun? You know what I mean? So it's all about to change. Your dream life blueprint is about gaining clarity in your life once and for all. How your life is about to change, gain clarity on your big goals, understand exactly where you want to be in your life within the next couple of months. The kick in the butt you might need right now, figure out what truly matters to you, what you value, and what you actually want. Understand your action plan, get real about your changes you need to make for your goals. And then all that you can pause and read if you want. So another little checklist here is gonna be, and of course, like I said, you can pause it and you can see what I'm putting here and you can write down it yourself right now. So picture this, you're in a party meeting with someone from your past. A high school reunion, an office party, or a family get together where you haven't seen a person in a while. how would you describe your current situation in a few quick bullet points? So it's going to be health, relationship, career, growth, and finance. Real talk, how do you feel about your current life? Circle 1. Proud, embarrassed, excited, anxious, ready for change, or other, and you can put it there. Okay, so first we're going to do the health. If you're meeting somebody, they ask you, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time, how's your health going? Write that down. So I'm going to write mine, you write yours. All right, so the next one for my health, I just put I'm currently working on it, going to the gym, trying to eat right. Okay, that's all I'm doing right now. I've seen, my changes. I have gone from, like I said before, from like 348, my highest, to now currently to about 275 was where I weighed myself. So I'm about there. My goal is to be at least 210 is where I'd be happy at. So, relationships. So with relationships, what would you tell this person that you haven't seen in a long time what your relationships are? So I would say I'm married. So for relationship, I put I'm married to my best friend. That keeps me in check. Let's put sometimes. He does. My William does. He knows how to. If I see red, Will is the only one that can flip that switch. And I don't know. That's the part that I knew that I was like supposed to be with him. It's because nobody, not even my mom, could make me stop from seeing red. And I remember one time they hit us in his truck, and it was, I hate to say, it was 2 girls. They were teenagers, kind of teenagers. Well, they were like not teenagers. They were like maybe 20 something, and I was already 30 something. And we had Doja and Priscilla in the back of the truck, and I knew they were gonna hit us because I saw them as soon as they came into the lane. I saw them. The driver was looking down. Driver was like distracted, and they were doing whatever. And I was just looking at the rearview mirror, and I was like, shit. Then we hit it. We got the light, and I told Will, brace yourself right now. And he was like, why? I was like, because that car behind us is gonna fucking hit us. Like, well, she's not paying attention at all. And I told him, like, if they hit us, oh my fucking god, I'm gonna be super pissed. And sure enough, she hit us hard. Doja hit the back seat, and Priscilla came like in between the console of the seats, like of the Explorer, how the Explorer has the little console. She went in there, Doja hit the thing. They both like kind of made a little, like they cried, of course. And this was like a little Volkswagen. I remember getting off. She was saying like she was sorry. I got off and I told her some shit and blah, blah, blah. And I saw red. I couldn't even tell you what I said because I was just so super pissed. And I just remember the next thing I remember was Will was putting me in the truck, and he was like, stay here with the girls. And he was like, you don't need to catch a case right now. He was like, because you just scared the shit out of them. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I was like, you know what? Let me just whatever. But him saying that and him saying like, stay here with the girls. I looked at them and they were like, I could see Doja's face and Priscilla's face. Like they were like they were littler when we were actually together. And I just like, shit, like poop. Like it just stopped completely. But yeah, like from the time that I got off to tell them shit, I completely can't tell you what happened. But I just remember Will grabbing me, sitting me down, and then telling me that. And that's it. Like it just completely snapped up. And so I was like, I don't know. So that's when I knew, cool, whatever. So anyway, career. What would you tell this person about your career? You can write yours, and I'll write mine. So with my career, I'd probably tell them like if I met them right now, it's like I just got promoted to my supervisor 2 position, and I've been with them for 5 years. Pretty much it. Boom. So next one is growth. I am not understanding growth. I know I need a lot of it, but for growth, I know right now what I'm doing for growth and what I'm doing for like self-improvement, if that's what it is. Let me write down mine, which would be, while you're writing yours, I can put hearing audiobooks, reading a lot of self-improvement books. So that's what I would tell them for that. My finances, I don't want to blame anybody and say like, oh, the current state of whatever, blah, blah, blah. No. It could be better working on a savings and a budget. That's it, pretty much. So yeah. So that's what for my health, relationship, career, growth, and finance. That's what I put. So then for the real talk, how do you feel about your current life? Circle one. I don't say I'm proud, but I'm kind of proud. But then it's like, I'm not embarrassed, because from where I was before to where I am now, it's a total like 150, 360, you can probably say. Excited. I guess I'm kind of excited, yeah, because, you know, I have new ventures coming on. Anxious. I can probably say anxious. Yeah. I would say anxious. You know what? Let me use a blue highlighter. I'm going to use the whole blue theme for this. Okay, y'all. I know I was going to use these. Sorry. I was supposed to use these and I didn't. All right. So hopefully y'all completed that. Y'all did that already. So the next thing with us is going to be the gut check. So it's going to be on a gut check from a scale of 1 to 10. How pleased are you with your current situation? Okay. So from 1 to 10. And let me see, how did this work? So she has an example. She has examples for everything, but I don't know if she has an example of this one. I don't think she does. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward though. I think this is in relationship to this thing right here. So health, relationship, growth, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe you're not. So what am I most proud of? First, let's answer this one instead of hopping around. So how pleased are you with your current situation? If you are at a 1, you would put circle the little 1. For y'all that are just writing stuff down, you can just put like, you know, hey, I'm at a 5, I'm at a 6 or whatever. So that's your current life situation. In general, everything that's going on with your life, where would you be? Like, what would you rate yourself 1 through 10? I would put myself at a 5. Because of course, I'm not like doing bad, but I'm not doing well like where I want to be, but I'm hard on myself. I know that. So there's always room for improvement. I know that. And like I use all of my stuff to like the best of the abilities that I can. Like my phone, I'll try to use it as much as I can to make it work. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I gotta do that for myself too as well. So what am I most proud of? I am, let me see. Need time to think on that one, man. Sorry, I really do. Let me see. Doja just turned 11, so that means I'm about 10 years sober. It should be 10 years. It is 10 years sober because I cleaned up in April. So about that, yeah. So it'd be 120 months. Keeping my job. Because I got promoted pretty fast. I got married. If y'all know me, I was a big old hoe, and I was able to get married and have Doja happy. What am I most proud of? You know what, that I can actually say, like, was really the last proud moment I had, besides, like, whatever, was I got my car I always wanted. Like, not one of my cars, but I got one, like the dream car, kind of. And I got, like, I can say, like, a few, like, my affiliates, like, Live the Posh affiliates, JoJo affiliates, Happy Planner affiliates, all those, like, I love that. But when I got my car, that was a big moment for me, because I would have never thought I would have had a brand new car like that. You know what I mean? So, let me see. Purchased my third, I guess, top car I wanted. Like a CK dream car. What am I most conscious about? My body. And weight. I can say my debt. And work wise, I'm real conscious about that. So I could say, like, work, I don't know how to say, like, my work perception, or like my work, how people see me at work. Let me just put that. And I'm always conscious about my marriage, even though I know he won't do nothing crazy, but you never know, you know what I mean? So those are just things right now. That's stuff that I need to improve, okay? So we're already on page 9, y'all. You see, we're making through. We got a few pages more, we're almost done. Okay, so I said, okay, you did it once. When was it, when you listed the things you were proud of, what did you think first? What did you think of first? Hopefully a specific memory that came to mind. And if you did, dig a little deeper. Time to think back. What are some of your proudest moments from your life? Brag away. It's a safe space. I can't see what you're writing. You know what I'm writing, so you know what I mean? Like, you can tell me, like, if you want to tell me anything about this on the comments, you're more than welcome to let me know what's going on or whatever. Your most proudest moments, you can put it in the comments. I'd love to hear them. I'd probably pin one or two. I'd probably pin one, and next week pin another one if you want. You can share it on Instagram. Let me know, and I can, if you want me to share it, I can. In the next video, I can do that. If you want to just send me something, or I can go through the comments and share what your proud moments are. I can do that if y'all like. So that would be cool. Like, I like to hear y'all's proud moments, like, for real. So we can do that. Like I said, this is gonna be for us, so we're just doing and we're sharing. I'm sharing with y'all. Y'all can share with me. we can go through this. Like, we're going this together. So, okay, so brag away, safe space. Try to remember all the small details. How did you feel that moment? What did you accomplish? What you did to accomplish the goal, and so forth. Proudest accomplishment. When they happened. It says, remember you did it once, you can do it again. So one of my proudest moments was becoming sober. George was born until 2015. Granted, y'all might think, you know, Doja's just a dog or whatever, but she did a lot for me, more than anybody has ever done for me. And I think I told you the story, I wouldn't be here without her, because I wouldn't. So I treat her like she should be treated now, because she saved my life, basically. And it's not, oh, she's a rescue. No, those different things. You know what I mean? 2015. So I just put there 2015, knowing I had to be alive for Doja and failing rehab. And that was like a few times. Another proud moment. Let me look back. I can just say on here, becoming a supervisor. And let me see, it's 18 months. I got my promotion when I was two years exactly, so that was 24 months, 2 years. Dude, that's crazy. I think it was like 2.5 years, 2.5 years. With current job. Oof, man, I put into work and let nobody tell me different. This happened back in 2020. Wait, am I missing some years? '15 to 20, yeah. Oh, so yeah, that's it, yeah. Because I'm thinking, oh, we're reading 26, so yeah, that makes me 25. Yeah. So basically, from 2020, I got hired and always wanted to work. I went to go to the Weekend de San Juan in McAllen, like down south Texas. I went to the Basilica down there, and I turned on a candle after I applied. I prayed so much for this job. That's why I tell, like, when I hate it and I can't stand it, I'm like, I can't leave, because I made a promise to the Weekend, like, I would stay here. Like, I'm stuck. So when I have my bad days, I just remember that, like, why am I here? How did I end up here? So yeah. Let's see. Finding someone will. He probably regrets marrying me now, but oh wow, he stuck with me. But yeah, that's a long story. With me and Will, it was just crazy. Not, it wasn't even crazy. I just put on all my, this happened when I was in 2015 too. 2014, 2015. Doja was a year, it was June. June 2015. He was the most transparent person I was ever with. And another proudest moments. Let's see. My dream car. I don't know where we're supposed to be. It's just proudest moments, proudest accomplishments. Yeah, I guess you can say that. The accomplishments regardless, so yeah. I stopped being a hoe when I got married. You know what I mean? Like, after I found Will. Never thought that would happen. 3 years ago, so 2021, 22, in August. And I fixed my credit for a whole year. That was another one that I should be proud of because I fixed my credit and then they ruined it. But I got my car for really cheap though. That's what I'm gonna put down here too. Fixed my credit from. Don't laugh at me and don't judge me, y'all, okay? And you probably never even seen something so low. I was at a 457 maybe, and I raised it up all the way to a 670. Which is still not great, but it was great though. For me, it was super good. This happened in like 2022 as well. So those are mine. You can have yours, obviously. So this is what we're gonna do now, which is the Big 10, and this is gonna be the last part of it. That's what we're gonna come back to. The last one is the next one is gonna be this. We're gonna create a wheel, but for right now, a Big 10. So let's talk about life and balance. The wheel of life. You may have heard of it, or you have done a version of this during your life. Doing a version of this with me live during our vision board party. To start, we need to discuss the categories of your life on the next page. Rate each life category out of 10 based on your current level of satisfaction in your area. Here's an example. So career, she put 8 to 10, romance 7 to 10, health 4 to 10, family 9 to 10, friendships 5 to 10, growth 2 to 10, environment 4 to 10, finances 3 to 10, 6 to 10 for contributions, and creativity. So that's gonna be the next one. If you want to fill this one out, if not, I still don't know what environment is. Basically like your area, your house, your neighborhood, your everything, how you are, like basically your house. I would say your house because that's the only thing that matters. You can't change your neighborhood or whatever unless you move out. Contributions is basically like what you're giving back. What are you giving back? Are you giving back Are you volunteering? Are you doing whatever? I think that's what the contribution means. Creativity, like what are you doing to like kind of like self-care, basically. Like what are you doing to decompress, I guess I'm assuming for that. Growth, I guess I'm saying like, you know, health, like improvement, self-improvement. So 1 out of 10, basically it says right here, like on this part. If I can get this page. So it's 1 to 10, so there's 4 sections, right? So, oh, it says right here, 0, 5, and 10. So with my career, I would honestly say, like, I'm almost there. Like, I'd be happy as a PM, and I'm close to it. Like, I want to be as close as I can to it. So, I'm just gonna hide up to there. Okay, so you can just actually just put there whatever you want. Like, that's 10. So in between that would be 8, right? Yeah, 8. Let's do the 8. This would be 3. Just in case y'all know, okay? The line right here, 3. This is 8. So, romance, I'm not doing great on that one. I can tell you that much. We're working on it. Me and Will are working on it, but if you're married, you know exactly what I mean. You go through stuff, and currently going through stuff. So, let's do that at 3. Health, I'm not that bad, but I want to be better. So I'm gonna put half. I'm gonna put a 5. Family, yeah, that's not great. My personal family, yeah. But family-wise, like extended family, like my sisters and brothers and all that, I want to get better at that. So that's a 3. Friendships, yeah, no. I don't have that many friendships. It's not much people I can like talk to about stuff. Growth, I'm pretty content with that. Like I know what I could be doing. I know what I should be doing. So yeah, I can say I am pretty content with that. So let's do a 5 because there's always room for growth. My environment, I want to work on that a lot more. I want to get like a for sure cleaning habit down. I did order their stuff for cleaning, for spring cleaning, so I want to do that a little bit better. Granted, I'm used to like, you know, certain days we used to do this, but I used like certain days I did vacuuming, certain days I did the bathroom, certain days whatever. I want to get back to that. But work has been like super working and it's just not working for me. Finances, I could do way better in finances. I'm not like, we're not struggling. It's just, I know I waste too much money. And once I went through my savings for something that, you know, we had to use it for Doja, I was like, you know what, fuck it. I can't keep it. I can't take it with me. But that's not the point. The point is, the point of that is basically like, if something happens in life, are you prepared? And that's what I mean. Like I should be doing better. So for contributions, I don't contribute at all. I tried before, but there's just no time for me right now. Creativity, there's always room for improvement on that. That's why I'm doing like the newsletter and all that to kind of like let me go through the stuff. Notes and thoughts, let me just put on here. I'm okay, but so for now, I just put on for my little note, and you can put your notes or whatever you want. You can put I'm okay, but want to be better and less stressed. I deal with stress really well. I don't know how I can tell you that I deal with stress really well, but I do according to my psychiatrist, physician. according to my psychiatrist, I deal with stress very, very well. But yeah, I don't see how that I do that, but I do that. So starting next Wednesday, oh, today's Wednesday. So next Wednesday, I will put the other part of this and we will go through maybe another few pages, maybe till 21, 13 through 21, maybe. Unless we just finish the chapter and go to 25. Let's try to do this whole chapter for next time. Okay? So next time we'll do 13 through 25, and that way, or through 24. Because that's where it finishes, or 25 right here, actually. And then that's when we go into chapter 2. So yeah, let's try to reach that goal. Next Wednesday, we'll come together again, and we'll do 13 through 25. So thank you for joining me in this journey. Of course, let's see what we can do. Let me your comments. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all are proud of, what you plan to fix in your goals, or what you think you need to fix in your goals or in your life. You know, it doesn't have to be that dramatic or that whatever, personal. It's fine. But let me know what y'all are thinking. Let me know what y'all doing, why you want to do this, what y'all are interested in. If y'all want me to continue with this, let me know. If y'all don't, then say, hey, Ray, you need to do something else. Your reading kind of sucks, you know, work on that shit. That's why I'm kind of working on this too, because I need to start doing presentations more at work and start doing that. So I'm trying to do this. I'm using this as a venture, as a, you know, I can get used to it. So let me know what y'all think. And as always, y'all have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, a good week, a good weekend. Don't let nobody take your happiness, and don't give nobody that that power to take that away from you. So y'all be blessed and y'all have a great one. Love y'all. Bye.